Hello knitters, Barbara Benson here. I am an independent knitwear designer who also likes to make these YouTube videos on my channel Watch Barbara Knit, where I talk about knitting and yarn bags and all things like related to knitting because I love yarn and knitting and those kind of things. Did I mention knitting? I'm a goofball. So, if you would like to see more about my patterns, please look in the description below and you will find a link to my Ravelry pattern page where you can look and see. And if you feel like knitting one of my patterns, please. I would love to have you knit away and I'd like to see what you have worked up. Today, I am trying something brand new and I'm a little nervous about it. It's taken me a while to figure out how to do this because I'm one of those people that really likes to have all of my ducks in a row and have everything follow all the rules because I'm a rules kind of person. If you've read any of my patterns, you can probably tell. I'm very this, do it in this order, and this is how you do it. So I have a giveaway. I'm so excited. You might remember a couple weeks back, I did a demo video on how to use the Fix-A-Stitch. And there will be a card coming down where you can go to that video and see this tremendously useful tool that you want in every one of your knitting bags that helps you fix errors in your knitting because errors happen. This is the sealed one that I have for you. This is what you could have in your hot little hands. You could own this. I'm going to open it up. Here's the one that I demoed. So you're not getting the demo version. You're getting a new version. But it's this cool little doohickey that helps you do things. And they gave me one to give away. And that's what we're doing. We're starting today. And in addition, although this is awesome and fantastic, what kind of giveaway is it on a knitting related thing if you're not giving away a little bit of yarn, just a little bit of yarn? So I was looking through my stuff, my stash, you know you have one, and I have this really bad habit of going into a yarn store and falling in love with yarn. And not just yarn, but like a specific color pairing of yarn. And I buy those two balls and I bring them home and I have every intention of doing something cool with them. But stash is kind of like wine. You know, it needs to be aged. But then I run into the problem that the yarn gets discontinued. And once the yarn's been discontinued, I can't design anything with it because I don't want to design something that people are like, ooh, I want to make exactly that. And then they can't. I don't do that like knowingly. I mean, yarn gets discontinued. I mean, that's what happens. But I'm not going to do it on purpose. I'm not going to start at a disadvantage. So although I love this yarn, I am now going to be sending it as a little bonus with your Fix-A-Stitch. So here we go. Look at this. Aren't those colors fabulous? It's this gray and green. This is Elizabeth Lavold silky wool. So it's 80% wool and 20% silk in these two gorgeous colors. It's a bulky, so you could definitely, I was going to design a cowl or maybe a hat in it. So you could definitely get a two-color cowl or hat or possibly a pair of fingerless mitts out of these two fabulous, tweedy, beautiful yarns that I can no longer use. So for the giveaway, this is what you'll be winning. Now, I want to talk to you about how this giveaway is going to work. I am using a website called Rafflecopter, which is really hard to say, to do this giveaway. And I'm going to walk you through the steps with little pictures. So first, what you're going to need to do is go into the description below the video where I write stuff. And I'll probably also post it in a comment just to make sure you guys can find it. And there'll be a link to the Rafflecopter. And you click on that and it's going to pop up a window that looks like this, okay? And it's going to give you the option to either log in with Facebook or with your email. I will be contacting you if you win using your emails. So Depending on what email you have associated with your Facebook, you might want to choose the email option. So you do the email option, and then that is going to take you, I'm looking at my screen over here so I can make sure I tell you the right thing. You go, the next option, you're going to see this page, which gives you the 3 different ways that you can enter this contest. Each one of these gives you 1 entry. The first 2 are either subscribing to my YouTube channel or subscribing to my e-newsletter for Barbara Benson Designs. Each of those gives you 1 entry, and you can only do each of those once. If you're already a subscriber to both of things, go ahead and click those buttons. Thank you so much for subscribing, and you get entered. You don't have to like unsubscribe and then resubscribe. But click on those buttons, and those will each give you 1 entry. And then at the bottom, there is the social media sharing option. Now, this option, each time you do it, you get 1 entry into the contest, but you can do it once a day for the entire duration of the contest. So you can get multiple entries if you really want to get this awesome Fix-A-Stitch. Now, what it does is when you click on the little down arrow you see, then what you do is it will pop up this other interface where it says, you know, this one is the Watch Barbara Knit, and it will take you to my YouTube channel, but you're already on my YouTube channel, so you don't really need it. But if you find a link someplace else, then that's what you would click, and you click that enter button. The third one, the social media sharing, what you need to do to make that work is you need to go to my Ravelry patterns page, which there will be a link, and look at my patterns. And if there's one you like, click on it, and that will open up the Ravelry pattern page, right? And here's this little picture I have for you, and you can see in the upper right-hand corner of the Ravelry pattern page is a share button. And when you click the share button, it'll pop up another little window that gives you the option to share it on either Facebook, Twitter, or Pinterest. And you can share to any of those for this entry. And once you've done that, click enter on the Rafflecopter and you're good to go. So those are 3 different ways that you can enter to win this. The Rafflecopter thing is active right now as soon as you see this. So go in the description and click it and go to it. All of the terms and conditions, there's a click to those also where you can see all the rules. But then this contest is running until September 1st at midnight. So you have between now and September 1st at midnight, that's 2 weeks to enter. And as I said, the 2 subscriptions, that's a one-time deal, but you can do the social media sharing every day if that floats your boat. Now, because I have to restrict it to a certain extent, this is only open to people 18 years or older, and right now we're restricting it to people who live in the United States because overseas things get a little more complicated. I'm working on figuring that out, and hopefully future giveaways will be open to everybody regardless of where they are once I can figure that out. So I'm so excited to be able to bring this giveaway to you, and good luck to everyone. Feel free to share this as much as you want if you know someone who you think might want a Fix-A-Stitch. And thank you so much to the Fix-A-Stitch people for giving this to me to give to you and your bonus yarn, because every giveaway needs yarn. If you like this video, please click the like button if you'd like to see more giveaways like this. And as is obvious as one of the options, please subscribe to this channel by clicking the subscribe button. Thank you so much.